Hi everyone. I don't know about you, but this cold weather makes me just want some comfort food. So today let's make some chicken pot pie. Now I'm gonna make it from scratch, and I know not everybody likes to make everything from scratch, but for those of you that wanna learn how to do it, follow along with this. But while those of you that don't want to, I'll give you the shortcuts. So the first thing I'm gonna do is make some pie crust because I wanna put some pie crust on the bottom and on the top of my chicken pot pie. So let's go ahead and put together some pie crust. So the first thing we're gonna do is put about 1.5 cups of all-purpose flour into our food processor. Okay, we're gonna add 1/2 tablespoon of sugar and 1/2 teaspoon of salt. And then we're gonna add some butter. Now I've taken this butter and I've cubed it up. This is 2 sticks of butter. So we're gonna put the butter in. And then we're gonna pulse our food processor to get that butter all nice and coated. Okay, now I'm gonna add the rest of my flour, about another cup, so it's 2.5 cups total. And we're gonna pulse that just to make sure all that's covered and mixed in. All right, now I'm gonna transfer that to a bowl. And I'm gonna start adding some water. So I'm gonna add about 7 tablespoons of ice cold water. And then we're just gonna mix this up to make our dough. Now, if you don't want to make pie crust from scratch, you can just buy pie crust from the store. The other thing that I like to do sometimes when I don't have time to make pie crust or the desire to make pie crust, I use canned biscuits. I know they're not the best thing in the world for you, but man, they're really good on a chicken pot pie. So a lot of times when I've made chicken pot pies for people or for us, I've used canned biscuits just because they are really yummy. All right, so we're just gonna get in here and make sure this is all nice and mixed up. Okay, I just hand mixed this up until it formed a ball. It took a couple of minutes, but we want it to be, it's gonna be a little bit flaky because we want a nice flaky pie crust. So we don't want it super dense or wet or anything. So I've got this is my nice pie crust here. What I'm gonna do is split this in half and roll these out to make 2 individual pie crusts. Okay, once you finish rolling out your pie crust, you're going to cover that in plastic and put that in the refrigerator for about 30 minutes. So while that's setting up in the refrigerator, we're going to make our filling for our chicken pot pie.